Hi Ari Avengers, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. So today's video is just gonna be a short little opinionated video over something that I've peeped that has been kind of getting on my nerves the past couple years. And that is the stanification of Marvel fans that critique the current trajectory of the MCU. I've noticed that if you seem to make any type of opinion about any of the political statements or agendas or narratives that the MCU has been trying to push lately, that it means you're anti-woke, you're anti-feminist. It's giving Rihanna anti. It's very aggravating. I noticed it first on my MCU video that I posted. It was my Girl Bossing Too Close to the Sun MCU video, which was a general opinionated critique on the pushing of feminism within the MCU and how I feel like Marvel is kind of overkilling it and not representing females the way they should properly be represented. I don't think there was anything wrong with that video. I made my points and I made them clearly. However, I still had people in the comments telling me, oh, I'm so tired of this anti-woke feminist rhetoric and blah 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 and you feminist hating people. Excuse me, who are you talking to? Cause like that's not even what we're trying to do. It aggravates me that I can't make these critiques about this content without being put into some political narrative or agenda. Let's keep it a buck with each other. The MCU has been in a downward spiral. It's been in a shame spiral and it's just not looking good, especially now that the lead actor for Kang the Conqueror is basically having to be removed from all of the future MCU projects and he was set up to be the next big villain, to be the next Thanos. It's just not looking good, guys. But anyways, the main thing other than that made me want to make this video was this comment that I saw on one of my Facebook group pages that I am in. This post said, "The Marvels is officially Disney's lowest grossing MCU movie of all time." And the comment on it, that the person who shared it, is what really made me want to make this video. And he said was, "It's not a sexist thing, it was just corny." And that's fair. That's totally fair. The fact that he even has to say that, I find quite annoying. If you watched it, it was corny. These movies that seem to push a political agenda, if you dislike them, all of a sudden you're anti whatever the agenda was. And I don't appreciate that, especially coming from true MCU stans like myself and others. We have been riding and dying with these movies for over 10 years already. We are justified in critiquing it because we know what makes a good MCU film and we know what doesn't. And just to show some stats here, the Marvels made $206 million worldwide on a $275 million budget. Do you guys realize how bad that is? Typically, you need to earn 3 times more from the box offices than what your budget was in order to just break even with a film. They didn't even break even in numbers. This was a complete and utter flop. The MCU has been on a decline for a few years now. Everybody knows this. Before, when we went to go see MCU films, it was a fucking event. You planned for this. You set aside money for this. This was a moment. And it just doesn't feel like that anymore. It legitimately feels like homework now. And homework that is not even enjoyable. It's not even like a subject that you like doing, like ceramics or something. I really liked ceramics in high school. And the worst thing is that now that Marvel seems to be leaning so intensely into pushing certain rhetorics in their films, it's like they're trying to exonerate their media of any type of criticism by critiquing those who dare to critique it, in saying that they're anti whatever the agenda was being pushed in the film originally. My biggest example that I always go back to this, and I always get so much shit for this, is Black Panther. I liked Black Panther as a film. I loved what it did for the culture. I loved the representation. I loved looking on screen and seeing people my complexion or darker in these beautiful African garments and just representing, and they were kings and queens and they weren't in poverty and they weren't being represented in some sad, pitiful way. Oh, it did so much for the culture. I myself, I'll insert a picture right here, went to go see Black Panther all dressed up because bitch, I couldn't wait. It was a moment and we were so proud. But as an MCU fan, Black Panther's not that great of a movie, babe. It's just not. Killmonger is a great villain, but they didn't do what they could have done with Killmonger as a villain, and that's on Jesus. Like, you just cannot fight me on this. It is what it is. And the thing is, I've gotten flack from my Black friends and from other Black MCU fans that will tell me, how can you not like Black Panther? How can you put Black Panther on the bottom tier? For anybody that hasn't seen it, I have an MCU tier ranking list where I put Black Panther on the bottom tier because I felt that's where it belonged. In comparison to all movies from the Infinity Saga, to me, Black Panther belonged on the bottom tier. Full stop. I got so much shit from people for that, and they looked at it as like, oh, anti-Black. Like, what? Be so fucking for real. It irritates me so much because it's like, it's not me being anti-Black. Just because I don't think Black Panther was one of the best films in the MCU Infinity Saga should not make me anti-Black. It just wasn't a very good film. And I'm saying that not from a point of Blackness, but from the perspective of a diehard MCU fan. And that is what people are missing, and that is what's aggravating me. People that say that they didn't like the Marvels will probably get pushback being said, oh, you're anti-feminist, you're pushing a misogynistic, patriarchal agenda. Maybe some of them are. Maybe some of them are, because they're just tired of seeing it or feeling like they're getting pushed out of entertainment medium that was specifically male dominated, and maybe they feel like they're being outcasted now and being pushed to the side to make room for an audience that doesn't even really have a leg in this. Because let's be real, the MCU fandom and comic books and all that stuff, those are all entertainment mediums that are male dominated. Just because these movies are pushing certain political narratives or agendas, whether that's pro-feminism or pro-Black, doesn't exonerate them of criticism. The Marvels was a corny film. It was, you know, it wasn't terrible, but for MCU standards, it was not great. It just wasn't, and it was corny, as person in the post said originally. And him saying that does not make him misogynistic, it doesn't make him anti-feminist, it doesn't make him anti-woke, it just makes him an MCU fan that can see it for what it truly is, which is not that good. And I don't feel like he should get any hate for that. At the end of the day, we're not pushing any agenda or anything like that or going into some anti-rhetoric. We're MCU fans that are becoming increasingly dissatisfied with the content that's being put out, and that's okay. But that was it. Like I said, this was just a short video. I just wanted to rant. I just wanted to get it off my chest, and I would really want to know what you guys think about this, because I personally don't understand where it comes from that if you have anything that goes against this, you're anti this, anti that, when that's not even the case. I'm not anti-feminist. I'm not anti-woke. I'm not anti-Black. But to be called those things simply because I'm critiquing something that's pushing feminist agenda and that is not even doing it in a way that's respectful, it's so annoying. Especially because first and foremost, I'm an MCU fan. I'm an MCU fan in my mind. Before I'm Black, before I'm a woman, I'm an MCU fan. I can look at this stuff without letting those aspects of who I am influence me, and I feel like everybody should try to do that. I'm trying to be diplomatic here, and I'm trying to say everything in a way that sounds correct and that sounds intellectual, but really all I want to say is be so fucking for real. Like, I'm sorry, that's just what I want to say, but I want to know what you guys want to say. Please jump in my comments, let me know what you think, how you feel, if you agree with me, if you don't agree with me. I'm very interested to know, because this has just been something that I've noticed and it's kind of annoying me, and I would love to know if it's annoying you guys as much as it's annoying me. Hopefully by the time this gets up, I'll have either posted my Lord of the Rings video or I'll be getting ready to post my Lord of the Rings video. I don't know. It's coming though, you guys. It's coming. And so is Rogue One. So get excited. Like I said before, I'm going to try to be more consistent and get more videos out to you guys at least once a month in 2024. If you're lucky, you might get 2. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, if you like this video, please be sure to like it. Please comment below and let me know what you guys think about this topic. Let me know what you guys feel, and if you agree, if you don't agree. I'm very interested to know. But anyways, that's all I have for today. I don't think I said Ari Avengers, let's assemble. But I mean, if you guys were assembling, we can disassemble now. Ari Avengers, disassemble. Bye.